A wise man once said, "Fortune and misfortune are determined by heaven, and good and evil are determined by human hearts." Fortune and misfortune are determined by heaven. Human strength is small, and we can only follow. Although each person's fate is different, there are 5 types of people. Luck always finds and smiles on them first. Who are they? But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the channel Interesting Daily and turn on notifications so you won't miss our new content. Feeling lucky today? Your luck is about to skyrocket when you subscribe to my channel. Trust me on this one. 1. People who love cleanliness. Montesquieu once said, "Beauty must be clear and pure, both in appearance and in heart." Cleanliness is the best feng shui for cleanliness, beauty, joy, refreshment, and full of strength. Whether it is appearance or interior, whether it is work environment or living environment, as long as it is clean, you will attract good luck to yourself, make you full of hope, and live a more fulfilling life. People who look clean are definitely people who love life. They have a pure heart and can show respect to others. They also respect themselves and take responsibility for their own lives. Imagine, who would want to be friends with someone who is always sloppy? No matter what the day is like, you should keep your image clean and tidy. Change your clothes promptly when dirty, shower regularly, brush your teeth every day, and keep your shoes clean. When a person has pure chi, elegance comes naturally. Pure chi reveals a refined attitude towards life. Cleanliness exudes lasting charm and makes one's soul fragrant. Keeping clean and tidy is a kind of modest dignity and inner refinement. It not only brings a good mood to people, but also brings lasting blessings. Person's words and deeds hide his future. People with pure speech do not say hurtful words to others, do not attack others with their words, nor do they make up nonsense to slander others. They speak softly, making others feel warm, open, and humble. Such people can think from the perspective of others, care about others' feelings, and have a kind heart. As a person, you should cultivate your moral character and be careful with your words first. The more you control your mouth, the more you cultivate virtue and accumulate blessings for yourself. When your language is pure and your conversation is gentle, you will feel like a spring breeze wherever you go. When you are loved and respected by others, your life will become more and more open. Be upright and do things cleanly. It is often said that the standard is reflected in the delicacy. A person with clean behavior can maintain a person's core nature in a complex world, be honest, and do things practically. Clean appearance will make you praised and loved by everyone. Clean behavior will help you win the trust of others and help your career go more smoothly. In this life, the character is significant. Buddha is watching what you do. There is a Buddha in your heart. Poverty does not deceive. Despair does not do evil. This is the foundation of a career. Clean character is the strongest trump card a person has when entering the world. Perseverance, integrity, and kindness are the best aspects of a person. Your ability determines how fast you can go, and your character determines how far you can go. As the saying goes, appearance is born from the heart. Those who know how to polish their image and pay attention to their words and actions will surely be favored and receive many blessings. 2. People who have kindness. Kindness is the most important treasure in life. A kind person always shines and brings warmth wherever they go. I once read a story. A scorpion fell into the water, and the old Zen master reached out to pick it up, was almost bitten by the scorpion. Though the old Zen master changed his method and finally saved the scorpion, the young monk on the side asked in confusion, "Master, the scorpion wants to bite people, but you still want to save it?" The old Zen master slowly said, "The nature of the scorpion is to bite people. The nature of humans is to be kind. We cannot lose our nature just because it will hurt us." For people living in this world, the last thing they need to do is to be worthy of their own hearts. The most important quality of a person is kindness. People living this way, their hearts are unusually peaceful, not afraid of heaven or earth. In this society, you eat a lot of bitter fruit and endure fatigue, so don't let the people around you suffer the same thing again. As a person, try to keep a good heart. This society will be better. If we are busy with our own lives without caring and sharing, only worrying about ourselves, this society will become indifferent and cold. When helping others, you are also helping yourself, finding joy. Life is a process of interaction. What you give will be received in return. In daily life, you treat others with a good heart. Naturally, the other person will also feel your sincerity and respond with positivity. People's hearts are like that. You put others in your heart, others also leave a place for you in their hearts. Sometimes, when you help others, you are also saving yourself. The social circle is a chain of value exchanges, give and take. The balance is balanced, and both sides are happy and satisfied. But once the balance is tilted to one side, there will be endless conflicts. The relationship will break down. We live in this world, and it is difficult to avoid troubles and difficulty. If we can help and then reach out to save, it is also accumulating virtue and doing good deeds for ourselves. In reality, each of us will encounter times of ups and downs, also being soaked and cold by storms. But a truly sincere and kind person, even if he himself gets wet, will be willing to hold an umbrella for others, take the loss himself, and cannot bear to see others tired. Indeed, kind people are often judged as stupid, not knowing how to live for themselves. Letting oneself suffer and lose is also a kind of stupidity, but at least one does not feel guilty, does not regret, and does not feel uncomfortable. Sometimes this is enough reason for a person to live a gentle and kind life. True kindness is being able to understand others, put yourself in the other person's shoes, to think and respect each other. Perhaps many people will ask, if kindness is not reciprocated, then what do we live on? One thing you may not realize is yourself, your valuable self. It is the comfort of the heart, joy, and happiness. Think about it, seeing a street vendor stumble on the side of the road, her belongings scattered, and you run to help. Seeing them less tired, smiling because they are tolerated and cared for by strangers, do you feel happy in your heart? No need for great actions. A small gesture of care is sometimes enough to make others happy all day. This is a kind of kindness. Regardless of whether you achieve results or not, spread kindness in the community. When others see you live with care, they will follow, even if it may not be many. Few people who follow the path of kindness are more than enough. You may be a person without talent, but do not lose your kindness. People who accumulate good deeds will have peace and fortune. Do not ask to do earth-shattering things. Only ask not to have regrets in their hearts. 03. People who are always grateful. Gratitude is one of the indispensable virtues to create a kind person. There is a very accurate way to identify a kind person, which is to observe whether that person is a person who lives with gratitude and has a grateful heart or not. Person without a grateful heart, even if he has everything now, will never be a person who knows how to live a full life and cannot be a truly good person. A grateful person is someone who always acknowledges the people, things, and the phenomena that they have received favors from, and then always tries to repay them, even if it is a small thing. A grateful person does not live only on the surface of his words, but is deeply expressed in every action in his heart, not just having a favor today and repaying it tomorrow, but that gratitude will last forever. Buddhist scriptures say, there was an old man who was abandoned by his 7 sons. In desperation, he turned to the Buddha for help, asking him to remind his son to be grateful. The Buddha said nothing, just gave him a crutch and told him to be grateful for the crutch in his hand. The old man was confused. Buddha said, that is the only thing you can rely on at this time. It can help you walk, help you cross the river, help you fight against vicious dogs. After hearing this, the old man suddenly became enlightened, and like that, he always felt grateful. Grateful for the crutch in his hand, grateful for everything he had experienced. Later, the Buddha went to Vulture Peak to preach, and the old man's 7 sons also came to listen to the sermon. They were surprised to know that the old man sitting next to the Buddha turned out to be their father. The old man smiled and said things about gratitude and enlightenment. The Buddha taught his sons that the most important thing in life is gratitude. After hearing this, the sons ran to take their father home. There are many touching stories about debts of gratitude. Some people have paid back a bowl of noodles when they were poor, a glass of milk when they were hungry, a plate of free rice soup when they were hungry students, by saving the life of their benefactor on a hospital bed, by replacing the dilapidated house of their former benefactor with a comfortable place to live, by giving a dream job to a kind-hearted restaurant owner. Giving will receive. Gratitude is truly miraculous, and if anyone does not have it, it is a pity and a loss. Grateful people always feel rich because they realize that the difficulties and hardships they are facing are opportunities to learn valuable lessons. We are grateful to those who love us and grateful to those who do not love us, even those who put us down, and send them lots of love and gratitude. The universe always operates according to natural laws to bring us the best things. Grateful children will be filial to their parents, grateful husbands and wives will find happiness, and grateful friends will stay together for a long time. Gratitude helps us to stay calm and return to the present. We practice being content with the present and will have the strength to resolve difficulties, to have peace. That is also the nature of unconditional love for all things and events. Going through all the ups and downs of life, we realize that all things and all things present around us are not accidental, but are the convergence of many causes and conditions, including favorable and unfavorable conditions. All are extremely mysterious to teach us about love and compassion, so we need to be grateful and cherish everything. Always feel grateful, and blessings will come. 04. Optimistic people. Optimism is understood as a calm and peaceful attitude towards situations, events, and phenomena that are not as expected and are happening to each person. Optimistic people always take serenity and initiative as their first life skills. Michel de Pierre once said, "An optimist has probably seen a light in the darkness." With the same point of view, Helen Keller also said, "Turn towards the sunlight, you will not see the darkness." We often say that we must know how to live optimistically in any situation. Optimism is not only believing in yourself, but also knowing how to put faith in the people around you, in the situation to turn negative things into positive things, turn difficulties into advantages, and turn the worst into good things. If we say that optimism is a tonic that helps each person's life become beautiful, it is not too much. There is a folk story about a tofu seller. Whether it is sunny or rainy, she always sighs. It turned out that she had two sons, one selling umbrellas and one selling shoes. On rainy days, the old woman worried that her son selling shoes would lose money, and on sunny days, she worried that her son selling umbrellas would not be able to make a living. An elderly monk passed by and heard the old woman sigh. The monk told her to think about this from another angle. On sunny days, her son selling shoes would do well. On rainy days, her son selling umbrellas would have many customers. Rain or shine, her son would make money. Hearing this, the old woman immediately felt happy. It was clearly the same thing, but if you think about it from another angle, it would be completely different. To put it bluntly, life is a state of mind. In life, not everyone is born lucky enough to be healthy, happy, and well off. There are many people who, every day, every hour, are struggling with the pain of illness to fight for their lives. There are many disadvantaged, orphaned lives who have never been called mother or father, and have never been hugged by the hands of a loved one. And somewhere in our country, there are still children who have never known delicious meals. There are still many disabled people, people who have stumbled and failed. Yet they still have bright, optimistic smiles on their lips. Life is full of surprises, including risks and misfortune. Therefore, optimism is always a spirit, positive attitude, and is necessary for each of us. If you have a good attitude, everything will go well. If you have a bad attitude, you will choke even when drinking water. Therefore, optimists who always smile will definitely be blessed. 05. People who know how to be satisfied. Happiness is not something too far away. Knowing how to accept and be satisfied with what you have is the path that leads you to a happy life. Knowing how to be satisfied with the present is happiness, but to achieve it depends on each person's way of life and thinking. Buddhism says, wealth comes from satisfaction, happiness comes from understanding the stopping, and longevity comes from harmony. In this life, 8.9 out of 10 things do not go as planned. Only people who know how to be satisfied can always feel happy. Throughout life, we pursue perfection. But in the eyes of truly capable people, Perfection is a kind of pathology and a kind of paranoia. People who pursue perfection too much and are greedy for happiness are like hungry ghosts in hell who are not satisfied with food and use force to get it. Buddhist scriptures say that hungry ghosts have stomachs as big as plains, throats as small as needles, and burning fire in their stomachs. Isn't this the same as us? The greed in our hearts is like a bag. There are very few things around us that we can have. Once the human heart is not satisfied, desire will turn into fire, making people uneasy. Happiness is satisfaction. If you want to satisfy yourself, you must first know who you are. Don't compare yourself with others. Expectations will arise when you compare. If you keep comparing yourself with others, you will not be able to do anything. Instead of comparing yourself with others, happily accept the good things in life. Don't be jealous of what others have. Live your own life to the fullest to enjoy life to the fullest. Only when you stop comparing will you feel satisfied. Happiness seems very simple. That is when you are not greedy, not sad, and not looking for things that are far from reality. Do not think too much about the past. Do not worry too much about the future, but live your life to the fullest in the present. You will know that what you have is the result, the effort for the future. Know your limits, and don't force yourself to overcome those limits. It will always make you feel tired. Lower your standards, understand your weaknesses, and accept what you have. If you are not satisfied, try to change it. If you can't change it, be content with it. Know how to accept failure and face it to overcome it. Only through failure can we know our shortcomings and what we need to do to fix those mistakes. Happiness is not when you own more, but when you know how to ask for less. Enjoy every meaning and feel every beautiful thing that life is giving. Happiness will come to you. Thank you for sticking around until the end. If you found this video fun and helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content. Don't forget to leave a comment with your thoughts. Have an amazing day.